Hey, here we are again. It's the What's New Thursday. Gosh, I'm telling it's on the wrong day, Peter. Gotta get your calendar out and tell me what day it is. So in our studio today we have Drake. I'll just tell you, we have Drake. He is an intern with us. So if you hear another little person in the background, that's who it is. So anyway, we are doing a video today about the next pattern in our summer sewing series. If you guys have been playing along, it's the beach ball. And last week we had you select your fabrics, and so I hope you picked some fun fabrics. And you know, Peter and I were joking during that video about how much fun it would be to make a miniature one. And Peter's like this, he has good ideas. And so the very next day, this was here. Now can you see? Those of you who know what a hacky sack is, it's about the size of a hacky sack. The pattern pieces to make this, which we miniaturized from the original pattern, I gotta get the pin out of them because they are so tiny. You'll not believe this. Okay, so there's the little thing. Here are the pattern pieces. How much fun is that?
Love it.
I know, it's a mini beach ball. Now, I could have put a balloon in it like it's designed, but I put crushed walnuts in it, and I'm going to use it for a pincushion. And then one of the gals on staff, she's going to make it and put fiberfill in them and hang them on a tree. She has a tree that she decorates seasonally, and she's talking about putting a little fiberfill in it and making them like a Christmas, like a summer ornament for their tree. So,
love it.
who'd have thought? I mean, too much fun. This is English paper piece, so that tells you I did it. If it was in leather, Peter would have done it. That's what you need to do.
Oh yeah,
leather. A little leather one.
Little leather one.
Can you imagine? That would be tough too. You'd have to use something really soft. But what we did to make this happen was we just put the pattern on our copier and reduced it. The smallest pattern is a 10-inch, so we reduced it until we got it to what we thought was a ridiculously small size. I'm just in love with this little thing. So,
and if my memory serves me correctly, you guys, we reduced the original. Which one was it?
The 10-inch.
We reduced the 10-inch pattern 50%. Then we reduced that pattern again 50%, and that gave us this one.
Yeah, so it's a 1/4-inch hexie. If you're an English paper piecer, it's a 1/4-inch hexie. So, anyway.
Hold on.
So that's the craziness that goes on here when we have an idea. But you should have got all your fabric cut out, and I told you we would sew it together. This is such an easy pattern. It's going to take me all of July to show you how to do it. But you do have to cut this pattern piece 3 times. So it's the part that goes in the bottom here. You cut that 3 times. So I just layered my fabric and cut it as many times as it called for. And then, like I showed you, I folded it and I would cut my sides. So I have 6 pieces here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that make the sides of the pattern. And then what she tells you to do, and of course you know me, I've always got a hack, an easier way to do it. She says to poke a hole in these dots, which are the 1/4-inch marks, and then just kind of point that through. Let me show you a little easier way to do that. I want that dot so I know where to stop sewing on the wrong side of the fabric. And if I just poke a hole through here and mark it, then it's on the right side. So I take all these apart because, you know, I don't really need them. And I'm going to press them because when it turns into a ball, you can't press it. I'm just telling you. The iron will melt the zipper. So I open these up and I take my ruler and I find my 1/4-inch mark, which is here and here. And I just put that right there on that corner, 1/4-inch, 1/4-inch, and I put an X right there. And then you'll see if I lay that there, that's exactly where it's supposed to be. And then first of all, I don't damage my pattern by poking a hole in it, and it ends up on the right side of the fabric. So I'm going to take all of my pieces and I'm going to mark that 1/4-inch, and the nice thing is I just put an X right where that, so I can use the sides of the ruler to make the X. And it's not probably showing up on that blue very well, so let's show you it on this piece because it'll really show. And I make a 1/4-inch line X everywhere I go. And that's the point where I want to stop, okay? And that's just because of the way the top goes together, which you'll understand here in a minute. We're basically only going to have this sewn together today. But then I'm going to give you lots of ideas. So I'm going to do that on all of my pieces. And then this is a curve. And so sometimes people are like, oh, sewing a curve together is going to be so hard. But because you're sewing a curve to a curve, it's really not very hard. I can just line that up. Now I could pin that together if I wanted to. I can use my binder clips, however you want to do it. But I mainly just want to stabilize those two edges together. And so I'm just going to put a pin right here because I'm just going to hold them. And I'm going to sew that. So what I'm going to do is sew all 6 pieces together side to side. So let me sew about 3 of these and then you get the idea of what we're doing. So come on over here to the sewing machine. It's a 1/4 inch seam and I'm doing like a 1.8 stitch just like I would if I was quilting. I happen to have white thread in here this time just because that's what's there and that's okay. I am going to lock my stitch at the beginning and at the end because I want to be sure that that stays secure. And I'm going to show you on the one I made why that matters. But see, even though that's a curve, all I'm doing is just kind of guiding it through, keeping my pieces together. It's a curve, but they're both curved, so it's not hard to sew it. When you sew a curve to a straight, sometimes it wiggles on you, but this is going to stay really nice. Now I'm going to slow down, and I'm going to stop right on my 1/4 inch spot, and I'm going to lock that. So I'm going to lock that stitch, okay? There we go. So now I've sewn one of the sides. See how simple that was? So I'm just going to repeat that with every one. When you sew all 6 sides together, you get this. There's the wrong side, see? It looks like a deflated football. Or a deflated basketball. So there it is, all 6 sides sewn together, and I stopped a 1/4 inch. You can see right here, there was my 1/4 inch mark, and I backstitched at each of those points. Then, okay, I have 3 hexagons, but I only have 2 ends. Now how does that add up? Well, I'll show you. 2 of the hexagons, you're going to sew to right sides together, and I'm going to take my ruler, and I want to have an opening in the bottom. This is kind of ingenious, actually. I was really kind of impressed whoever figured this out, how to do this. I love this method. So I want to get a hexagon line that's in the middle. So be sure they're opposite each other. So like these two, not like those two. That wouldn't work. They have to be opposite each other. And I'm just going to draw a line all the way across. I'm using my friction pen. I don't have a frame here. Here we go. So I get it on the video. I'm just going to draw a line all the way across there. And then in the middle, and this is, you know, I'm the lazy sewer, guys. So I'm going to mark the middle. Right there's the middle. That's the middle. That's the middle between my 2 lines. And then I'm going to measure a 1/2 inch out either side of that line. And mark it. And mark it. So what that's given me is a 1 inch opening in the middle here. Okay? And I don't know, there's lots of ways you can come to it, but that's the way I did it. What I have to do is sew from here to here and here to here with the right sides together, okay, of 2 of the hexagons. So here we go. And lock the stitch at the beginning. And I'm going to slow down a little bit because I want to really be sure I lock that stitch. And I'll show you why on mine in a minute. But I want to lock it right where that line is. I'm going to do the same thing on this end. I'm going to lock it. Can't see my line. There it is. And I'm going to lock it. Okay, perfect. And you don't need a very big hole. You just need a little hole in there. Okay, so see? Stitches. There's my line. Open. Stitches. And now, when I pull this apart, I have an opening. Right there. That's what the balloon goes into, and that's what the how you're going to pull it out from the inside out. Okay? So now, and I would press this. We're not going to take time to press it, but you know how we feel about pressing. Here's where I sewed that one on, and what you want to do is, because I've only sewn up a 1/4 inch and stopped is you match the hexagon to the point, and then just lay that right there, and I just sew from here to here and I pivot. Now that is a little weird thing to do, so I'm gonna put this on and sew this for you because it's a little bit of manipulation to get so you don't have it bunch. So how I did this was I took, see there's that hexagon in the background matches this edge of the ball. So I'm going to pin those together and I'm going to sew with the hexagon up. So I put the pin in this way. And then I come to the next side and I match the point of this piece to the point of the hexagon. And I come across, and if I've cut well, that comes right across. See how that hexagon matches that side exactly. Okay, and I pin that in place. And see, I'm going to sew a 1/4 inch, so I'm going to catch these stitches. So this is open, and it should be open. It's kind of like the rag quilt when we did it, and we had that little space. It's the same kind of thing. So I'm matching the point to the point, and I'm going to pin that. So I do that on, it's a hexagon. How many sides do I have?
8.
There we go.
8.
Peter.
Nobody,
Let's ask our intern.
Nobody's correcting
Let's
me.
ask our intern. How many sides do you have on a hexagon?
8. 8-sided stop sign.
Oh,
That's not right.
that's not right. That's not
seeing
right.
if I'm seeing if everybody's awake.
Well, it's the middle of the afternoon. We ought to be awake, but we had lunch, and one of Julie's birthdays today, so we had cookies, and so we're
And let's
on
not talk about, or let's not forget to talk about the pina colada cake.
Oh, and there's a pina colada cake. I haven't had any of that because it's pina colada day apparently.
And the cookies that Julie made were chocolate
Chocolate.
mint.
Man.
Oh, killer. Killer good. Okay, so I have this pin. Now see, that looks kind of goofungal. And if you've ever had to sew a Y seam, you might go, holy moly, it's a Y seam. Well, it's really not. It just kind of looks that way. So what I'm going to do is flatten that out. See, I'm flattening that so that that point kind of comes up to that point and where all those fabrics come together. And I'm going to flatten that out. So this is laying back, and that's flattened out. And that's where I'm going to sew. So I'm going to put this in, and again, it's a 1/4 inch seam, and I'm going to start right where that point. If I made my X's, I don't think there's X's on this, but if I put the X on the hexagon, you would see a mark right there where I had made that little X. So now I'm going to sew, and I don't have to lock this because I'm going to come back around and catch it. So let's get in just a scooch. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to sew, and I'm going a little slower. Now I can feel I've pulled all the fabric for the ball out, so the only part I'm sewing on is just that side. And when I get to the point here where that mark is that you can't see, but it's there, trust me, I'm going to stop, okay, and now I'm going to pivot, and I have to, when I pivot, I have to pull this fabric back and turn it, because if I don't, then I'm sewing on the wrong side. So I pivot that, then I lay this flat again, and I start sewing again. Okay, and see, and I'm pulling all this fabric kind of up here, so you're not sewing through that point, you're sewing up to that point. That's the word. And then when I feel I get to that point, then I stop and I move my fabric so it's all back behind there, and now I'm just sewing that flat edge. And this just creates those little bubbles. But seriously, if somebody's going to like shame you for your beach ball, they need to get a grip. I'm sewing over pins, aren't I? Did I sew over a pin?
I don't know.
Oh gosh, I hope I didn't, because if my husband's watching, I'll be in so much trouble. Okay, there we go. So see, it kind of folds that little piece when you do it. And then I'm going to pivot again. Okay, here we go. I'm pushing all that fabric out of the way. Take that pin out might help. So that it's nice, this is nice and flat here. Oops, drop the foot. I can't get to my knee. There we go. And so this is, you just repeat this all the way around the top. Now, what I suggest is put the one that you put the split one, put in first, and pull it out and look at it. And then if you're happy with the way that fit, then put the bottom on so that you can get the feel of how to do this. Because it's kind of weird. Because when I was initially doing it, I was like, oh, wait a minute, it's going to sew through all those layers. Well, it doesn't. You have to kind of do this like, you know, fold and turn, fold and turn. But it works. It really does. Just do what the dots say. And see how that's kind of just folded together, so I'm not sewing through that fabric. And I'm going to come right back to where I started. And I'm going to go into that just a scooch, just to be sure it locks it. Okay, so now I've made a ball. Dang.
That was fast.
That's quicker than that Sandhill bag class that we had to do that took a 2-hour video and probably 5 hours to edit. And Lord have mercy, that went on forever. But it's a cool bag.
It was the bag that never ends.
It was the bag that never ends. Okay, so now the same hole that I'm going to put the balloon in, I pull this through. And I don't have to do any clipping or trimming or, you know, anything like that. I mean, you could, I suppose, but it's a beach ball, for goodness sake. Who cares? It flattens itself out once you put the ball inside of it. So that pulls through the hole. And so this, and I'm kind of a smart aleck. Anybody who knows me very well knows I'm a smart aleck. And so I took the ball, I took this one, so here's one made. This is the 12-inch, 10-inch, 12-inch. This is the 12-inch ball. And I took it out to the staff and showed it to them, and they were like, and in all honesty, a couple of them said, how did you get the air to stay in the fabric ball? I was like, I blew air into it. That's how come it's a ball. I just blew air into the fabric and it held it. And a couple of them went, because you could tell they thought for a minute. I was like, no. But it is kind of funny because people are like, how did you get that ball to stay like that? Well, remember the little seam we did on the bottom? Okay, that's the magical place. And see, I locked those stitches. I didn't lock it as good on this one, but hopefully on this one that I made, the new one that I made, I locked the stitches better. Because on this one, I didn't lock the stitches. Here's why you want to do it. See what it's doing? It's pulling apart. So you really need to lock that good because the pressure gets it. So anyhow, just be sure you get that right. Okay, so you put your balloon in here. You stuff the balloon down in that hole, and then you blow it up. Okay, there we go. We'll see if I can blow up a balloon. Didn't use my inhaler this morning. This could be interesting. Look! Is that adorbs?
That looks really good. I love those color choices.
I know! It's going to match my beach blanket. So then you can tie that off, stick that down in there, you know, so that it doesn't show. Looky there. Is that fun?
That's awesome.
That's really cool.
Love it.
Isn't that really quick? It's a great project. Okay, so here's what happened with the staff yesterday. We've got more creativity than we know what to do with. So this comes in a 10, 12, and a 14-inch size. Obviously, we went a little crazy and had to make the itty-bitty one.
We had to make the pin cushion.
Had to make the pin cushion. And, you know, I wouldn't even make it. I mean, you could get a little bitty balloon and blow this up. I mean, how cute would that be?
You could.
And what a great little party favor for the
Because they have
kids.
those little balloons.
They do. They have little balloons. So anyway, there's the little one, and I had to make it like traditional beach ball colors. I didn't do the split on this one. To fill it, I left one side open and I filled the side and then I sewed it closed. But you could actually put a balloon in it and do it exactly the same with the little split and everything. But you know, somebody's going to ask me for that pattern. You know that somebody's going to go, "Can I get the reduced size?" Yeah.
We told them how to do it.
Yeah, we told you how to do it. Get it on our printer. Okay, so here's what happened with these. So I had to go to Dollar Tree to buy balloons because you know we don't sell balloons in this store. And while I was there, they have these glow sticks that you can buy that you break them and they glow. And I think they work about 12 or 14 hours. And my idea was you make these, drop a glow stick in the balloon, and then the balloon makes an automatic hanger, and you hang these for a party. I mean, they would make like little lanterns. How cute would that be for like a kid's birthday party or something like that? And then everybody gets to take one home.
Love it.
You know, all you got to do is take the balloon out and throw the glow stick away if you want. And then, of course, you know, because we are who we are, somebody said, oh, well, you could decoupage this so it would stay crisp. And then when you take the balloon out, it would stay as a lantern. I mean, you could use it again and again and again. You wouldn't have to necessarily blow it up. It would be firm like a lantern. And then, somebody said, well, you know, you got a 10, a 12, and a 14, so if you stacked them, you could have snowman. Oh, they're really light. I'm sending them around the room. So you could have snowmen. So you could do like, you know, or you could even just do a 2-ball snowman if you wanted to. There's a cave snowman. How many people have a cave snowman? So, or maybe he has a little bitty head. But anyway, so you could do a snowman, and then somebody else said, so you make this smaller one out of like snowflake fabric, and it's snowballs, and you can throw them around in like in the sun. I mean, we just.
Okay, I like the snowball one.
I like the snow. Wouldn't snowballs be fun?
Yeah.
I mean, what a great thing to give to your kids for
Make
Christmas.
it out of the Minky or make it out of the, anything that's snow related.
Yeah, I think this would be a good stocking stuffer too, because when it's deflated, you could just stick it in somebody's stocking with a balloon. And
they're like, what the heck is this?
What is this? And it's like, well, it's a beach ball. I mean, what a fun little present, you know? Okay, so we're a little crazy here. This is your pattern. The other patterns we took 3 or 4 weeks to make. There's not that much to this. I couldn't take 3 or 4 weeks. So we won't watch the next pattern until the 1st of August. So you're going to have a couple weeks here of an opportunity to see. Let's see how creative you guys can get with these. I would love to see pictures of snowmen and, families playing with these or whatever. I didn't blow the balloon up quite enough. You want to really blow that balloon up because see how that makes it tight? This one I didn't blow it up. That was kind of, it's wimpy. We want it to look like this. So have fun making your summer fun project, and stay tuned because, with what's new, we've also got to go out and look at yarn and patterns and fabric and all the fun things, talk about classes. So I hope you're having fun. Post your beach balls on the Facebook Always Insiders page, and we'll look forward to seeing what you come up with these fun beach balls. Thanks. Hey, here we are in the front of the store, and if you hear noise in the background, it's just customers, man. They're in there having fun. If you're not here, you're not cool, because this is where it's cool being. All the customers come in and shop, and our great staff helps them. So come see us. If you can't, get online and see us, that's okay. We'd love to have you in the store too. Be sure you say hi and say that you've watched our videos. We got a lot of people check in with us, and we love to say hello. So don't be shy. I'm standing in front of fabric that, I don't know, Peter, how much of this are you buying?
I don't know.
It's pretty lovely. This is from the Benartex company. It's called Veranda, 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 like sitting on the patio. And this, so I saw a dress by a company, and I can't think of the name of it now, but it had a border print across the hem like this. How stinking cute could that be as a dress or a skirt? I think this would make adorable. And it comes in 2 colors, the light with the dark background.
Oh yeah. That's really pretty too.
Isn't it pretty?
That light one, yeah.
So this is, and you can't go wrong with blue and yellow. There's something striking when they put blue and yellow together like that. Is that just pretty? Okay, it's got to be English paper piece. Look at these little flowers. Those would make the perfect hexagons. How perfect would those hexagons be? I love it. That would just be beautiful. This is a nice soft blue, nice pink, but then it's got this kind of funny turquoise, which seems kind of weird, but when you look at it, it's right on, isn't it? That's so funny.
Well, this piece has turquoise in it.
It does.
It's blue, but then it has that turquoise in the print.
What a pretty colorway. I see a tea cozy made out of this. Like if you had that blue and white dishware.
Oh, I love this yellow one.
It's a pretty yellow one.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Look at that English paper piece. Would that not be gorgeous? Very fun. Okay, so again, guys, this is from the Benartex company. It's Veranda. They're calling this pattern Art Deco, so that's going to speak to Peter and I.
Can I call this one the bottom of a swimming pool?
You can call that the bottom of a swimming pool if you'd like.
It looks like the bottom of a swimming pool.
It does look like the bottom of a swimming pool.
Well, a fancy, very expensive, hand-tiled swimming pool.
Hand-tiled in Italy.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Your typical, blow it up from Walmart, like the Dollar Tree one. Where blow it up, and then you let the dog play it, and it pops and all that kind of stuff. But I don't think that's the kind you're thinking of. But it's like a Moroccan tile. That's what
that's took the words right out of my mouth.
See?
Moroccan tile.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take your words, but yeah. Hi. People getting machines, having fun in the background. Okay, so that's one that we've got in. Gonna go this way. Come on this way. Staff knows we're filming, so they hide. But Bonnie's not gonna turn around. Turn around, Bonnie. Say hi. Come on. Okay, let's go. Stop right here. This is really pretty. So kits. I want to talk a little bit about kits. When we get a fabric line in, which by the way, this we showed you in the last YouTube video, sold out. All we have left are kits. Meh. But the fabric's all sold out. So the kits though are still available. And this is a really lovely kit. Angel Windows. I love this. I can't believe it sold out that fast, but it did. So there you have it. That's why if you see it and you like it, buy it. Don't wait. But we got this in. This is called Ombre Flurries. And I love this. Paint this. V & Company. And it has a kit with it. And it's the prettiest 52 by 61 inch quilt. They're trees. But you know what I love about it? It's not completely symmetrical. There's a little bit of offset to it. It's like visually, I think that's attractive. Repetitive quilts sometimes are not as interesting to my eye anyway. But then we also have, these are called, wait, I'm going to call it wrong. Well, I don't know what they're going to call it, but it's not a jelly roll. It's wider than a jelly roll. The skinny ones are called honey buns. So I don't know what this one's called. It's like a fat jelly roll. It's like a double jelly roll. So it's about a 5-inch wide roll.
Yeah, that's wide because there's a jelly
roll.
2-inch.
Right, there's your 2.5 jelly rolls, and so that's really just about a double. If you just, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's probably a 5-inch strip, which is a very cool size to work with. The kit is great too because you get everything you need. Even if you don't particularly like the pattern that's in it, you're going to get a lot of yardage. So kits are always a good buy. And we, pretty much any line that we get in that has a really good pattern with it, we're going to kit that pattern. So you've got it ready to buy. And it's great. Walk in, pick it up, walk out. It's good for online purchasing. If you're buying for somebody, maybe you're not a quilter, but they are a quilter. If you buy a kit, you don't have to worry that you get everything they need to make the quilt top. It's all going to be there. So this is what we have in at this point of these. I don't recall ordering the fabric, so I think this is kind of what you see is what you get. But this is a really pretty quilt.
That's beautiful.
It is. It's stunning. And it's the ombre. If you notice, the trees look dimensional because of the shading. So
that'd be fun. That'd be a fun one to quilt.
it would be fun to quilt. Lots of negative space to play with. So yeah. Fun. Okay, so that's from the Moda Company, and it's called Ombre Flurries.
I'm surprised you didn't say you'd buy it just for the box.
I would buy it for the box. Most of the time I want the box. I did, and I might have said this, but when we were at the Moda in Dallas, I got to meet the lady who makes the boxes and designs them and picks them out. I was like, I really would love to have your job, except I wouldn't be as good at it as she is.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Yeah, she makes the Moda boxes and picks them out. Okay, more fabric because we got to show y'all. This one's another fun one. Okay, we got Maggie jokes. You guys ready for some Maggie jokes? What did the owl order at the ice cream shop?
What?
A hoot beer. Our Mags is so dreamy. She's cute. Okay, and then because we're getting ready to look at a line, and this will make sense when you look at the line. What's a squirrel's favorite ballet? Now that's kind of, now think about it. How many ballets do you know of?
Oh, one.
Okay, and it's called?
The Nutcracker
The Nutcracker Suite. There you go.
I know of the joke that we couldn't even post. There was a joke.
Oh, well.
But we couldn't post it.
Oh.
And it had to do with I think it was the squirrel and a dog, but I don't remember the joke.
Okay, well, you might want to edit that out. I don't know if we can talk about that on TV. Okay, this line is called, this is Benartex again, and this is Woodland Magic Squirrel. See, now you know why we told you the squirrel joke. This is the most lovely color. It's by Jessica Flick, and it's gray and burgundy and beige and cream, a little black in there, I think. I don't know, maybe not. I think it's just a really dark brown. Let me open one of these up for you so you can see this little squirrel. Isn't this fun? what a great winter into fall. This would actually, this is like not just Christmas. I can see this being a lovely, like November-ish thing. This would make some great table runners. You've got a border print here, so that's going to cut up into that 60-degree table runner. If you ever make those 60-degree table runners, this would do that. Oh no, whoops, it's not a border print. That's a cheater cloth. And somebody has
cool.
already been buying off of that one. So cheater cloth, they're now called convenience panels. That's the new word, is convenience panel. You do a piece of this and just sew around the blocks, and nobody can tell you didn't piece all of that. Super simple, super quick. This would be cute for a nursery. You know, a lot of the moms these days are doing woodland nurseries instead of the traditional pink and blue. They want, you know, more woodsy. And the reason there was an owl joke, here you go. Look at this. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that gorgeous? I love the color. It's a, I don't know, is it photographing the color, Peter? Okay.
Yeah, it's real pale.
It's real pale. It's kind of a pale mauve-y, it's not really mauve. It's a pinkish, grayish, beige-ish color with a burgundy on it, sort of red. I don't know. You have to see it in person. It's beautiful. Really, really pretty. So loving that. Again, Benartex Woodland Magic. And lots of fun in that. Lots of fun choices and colors. That's a neat one. Okay, gotta get to my list. Oh, we got some pre-cuts in. The pre-cuts are arriving prior to the fabric. So this is like anticipation.
Yep.
One of our favorite
It's
gals.
so new, it's not here yet.
It's so new, we don't even have it. One of our favorite ladies, Little Miss Robin Pickens. Y'all know we love her. The pattern's called Starlit Bears. And the fabric is from the Moda Company. It's Forest Frolic. And I bet you there's going to be a squirrel in there too. So this is a fall line, very overtly fall. And we have the charms, the mini charms, which I love, these little bitty eensy teensy ones, which make a lot of fun little projects. These are great for bags too. I like to make bags with them. And the layer cake. And there's Sweet Robin's face. We love her. Look at the mushrooms on this. Those are fun. Let's do a little fan here. Oh, you just can't see enough. We're going to have to wait till we get the fabric. Look at that sunflower. Is that a coneflower or a sunflower? I don't know.
I don't know.
There's a little bird. There's some solids in there, which are always nice to offset it. Oh, look at those teeny tiny mushrooms. Again, you know what you're going to do with that. English paper piece. Here's a bird again. Wait. Oh, wait. I can't get it to pull apart. Bird. Look at the bird. We always like things with birds. This is a pretty colorway. It's oranges and browns.
Gorgeous fall.
Yeah, great fall. There's some burgundy in there. Fun pattern, which we always like it when it comes with a fun pattern. We get the pre-cuts prior to getting the fabric this time, so be prepared. The fabric's coming anytime soon if you're looking for it. And look, this pattern's been made in a white background and then in a dark background. Look at this fun piece in the middle. Almost looks like it's been joined together, you know, like a wood join. It's very cool. Love that. Starlight Bears, it's called. So love the love. And then another one that we got the pre-cuts on. Oh, that was the one we showed you, was ombre. We showed you the ombre pre-cuts. Okay, so speaking of shop kits, I did show you those kits. See, here's another kit right here. Looky here. This is another one. Cabin by the Lake. These kits are sitting all over the shop, and I would encourage you, look on our website. There's a section just for fabric kits. I'm 99% sure. Shop these, really and truly. They're a good buy. Think of it this way. It's like getting everything pre-cut, and all you have to do is do your final cutting and put it together. So, great Christmas present, great birthday gift. Easy for beginners because everything's picked out for you. Some people are really challenged to pick out all their fabric colors, and they're like, oh, I would love to make a quilt, but I don't know how to pick out all the fabric. Well, yeah, you do. You buy a kit, and nobody has to pick out the fabric. It's already done for you. Makes it super, super simple. Okay, classes. Whew, let me just say, check the website. Our classes are updating and selling so quickly, I can't even keep up with them on our email or on this video. So honestly, if you're looking for a class, check daily. We don't do a waiting list. I've had people ask, do we offer waiting lists? We don't. And the reason is we've had that get very confusing for people because they thought they were on the list and then they weren't, or they were on the list and they weren't. And so rather, it's like if it's sold, it's sold. That's the end of it. And the teachers prepare for the number of students that they're bringing to the class. And so swapping people at the last minute gets very confusing. So there are no wait lists. If you've got in the class, great. If not, I'm sorry. We'll try and reschedule the class so that you can maybe get into it another time. But check the website. Honestly, that's where they are. The other thing is our email. We send an email out just about every week. Sometimes it's every other week, but most of the time it's every week. All the newest classes are listed in there first, as well as we're going to start a new feature that's like new products in the store, something new and different maybe that you didn't see. That will just be a little clip of, oh, wow, that's brand new. I want to be sure I get to see that. So just trying to keep you guys informed. But to be informed, you got to follow us. Get on our Facebook Insiders page, follow our YouTube channel, subscribe and like to that. Because when you do, you get prizes. Now, we're going to watch a video about some yarn. And then at the end of the video, one lucky person is going to win some yarn. So I'm going to make you watch the video. We're going to put the winner at the very end because like when you go to Walmart and the milk is all the way in the back and you got to stomp through the whole store to get to it, you got to watch the whole video to find out who won this skein of yarn. So stay tuned. So this is yarn that we ordered. Well, I'm just talking to you because you were there.
Were you there, Lenine? Where were you at?
She was like, what?
She was taking a yo-yo lesson.
She kind of was.
Yeah, I was taking a yo-yo lesson with.
No, she kept going. This color's pretty. What? And the yarn rip was.
Most of the time, what I picked out wasn't something that we need.
Well, and she didn't know what it was for.
Hey, Dawn, there's green.
There's a real pretty green here. So this is from a new yarn company that we're working with. She's called Fangirl Hand Dyed Yarn, and she's out of Michigan.
Come on in,
Janet, just in
you
time.
can play with our yarn. We're on camera.
We're on camera, so don't say.
Watch your P's and Q's.
This is that new Fangirl Hand Dyed Yarn. We're doing the box opening.
Okay.
What's the matter? Are you?
You're taking too long.
I can't stand it. She wants a box.
I want to see.
This isn't lumpy bumpy.
Oh, is this the lumpy bumpy one?
No, this is all sock. This is all sock. But when we bought it,
Janet's going to be impressed, I can tell.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
Well, what happened was Lenine would go over and say, I like that one. And I'd say, okay, well, let's pick something that goes with this, that we could use it for the toes or more solid.
Whoa, that is soft.
To go with.
So this is all sock yarn, is that what you said?
This is all sock yarn. This is all sock yarn. So you're not going to be able to do this scarf. So that one is called, what is this?
Scrumptious.
This one's called,
It's got funny
I love
names.
the names, Lady Liberty.
Oh, that's right. I like
Remember?
that one.
She
Yeah,
has
because it
fun
looks
names.
Mommy
like.
needs chocolate.
Mommy needs chocolate.
Hey. Yeah,
I
everybody's
love that
trying
name.
chocolate.
Everybody needs chocolate.
Some of
Okay.
these are kind of
Oh, and
scary,
Flip said
though.
she put them together for us so that we could remember that we ordered them by color.
Oh,
at
that
this
was
one.
nice of her.
She's a sharp gal. This one is called Water Lilies. Looky there. And look, this has got nice twist. It's a nice way.
Is that a nice twist, Janet?
It has a nice
That's a
twist.
really nice twist. That's
Isn't
going to
it
hold
nice?
up well.
It's a very nice twist.
I like the twist.
And then
What is that?
And it's
let's do
super
the
soft.
twist. That's Water Lilies. This one's called
Why?
The Blood That Moves the Body.
Oh,
Look at that. The blood that moves the body.
it's got a nice twist.
Got a nice twist. But see, the idea was if you don't want to make a solid sock, you could buy this and use this for your toes and your heels and your nose and your feet and your... Look at this one. Okay, so
There's
here's
a lot of yarn in that box.
this one.
There's a lot of yarn in
She
that
did
box.
pack it in. This one is called...
Oh, those are Cappy's colors. If
is
I've
that a Monet? This
Yeah.
is Water Lily. This one is called Off to Play with My Unicorn. Okay, so this is a super wash sock. It's a 75% merino and a 25% nylon. So I really like that that's going to be a washable. And it smells good. It has that, we need smell-o-vision. Peter, gotta
We need
get the smell-o-vision
touch-o-vision.
and touch-o-vision.
Smells like sheep.
It smells like sheep with a little bit of dye. Okay, these are lovely too. This is platinum for good reason. Driftwood. It's called driftwood. But look, see how that would blend with that or that? So you could put, you know, you could do your socks, or you could put your toes and heels, or you could do, this would make a beautiful shawl.
Yeah, the shawls.
That drops there. I mean, oh, what pretty shawls. Look at this gold. Look at that with that. Love that.
Sock yarn.
Yeah, you make a shawl with sock yarn. This is called Your Golden.
Wouldn't that be shawl yarn?
That'd be shawl yarn. Yeah, I should they call it shawl yarn. They don't. Yeah, look at that with that. This is Keenan's little brother. I have a suspicion there's
Oh,
a young person involved with this one.
what a talented dyer.
I
I
know.
mean, her tastes are awesome.
Yeah, this is
Sun's always
The Sun Always Shines on TV. I don't know. I don't know what, but look at that with this.
Oh,
Wouldn't those be
Perfect.
fun to get? Or this the gold. Look at that. Or even with the brown. Look at those three together. I see some shawls coming out of this. What do you think, Janet?
Oh, I definitely do.
Nancy's
Okay, look
not
at
getting any
this
work
one.
done over there. She's watching.
This one is Muddy Boots. What a great name. Muddy Boots.
Muddy boots, Nancy.
Muddy Boots.
I like muddy boots.
So Muddy Boots goes with The Sun Always Shines. Or you could certainly use it by
playing in the
itself.
garden.
I wonder which one my twin would like.
Oh, she's gonna like
Oh.
all of these.
Raising boys.
Does she knit?
Yes, okay, so
Julie
this
knit?
one is called, now I gotta tell you, why do you think this was
Oh.
called Raising Boys?
Because it's red.
No, it's Mud and Blood.
Mud and blood.
That's what she said. I'm like, Raising Boys, and she said Mud and Blood. Just Mud and Blood. It's like, yeah, that's about right, if you've been around them much.
Amazing.
And then this one was Muddy Boots.
Amazing.
So this is another yarn company we're going to be ordering from. Look at all these lovely colors. Ooh, who wants to knit some socks? Janet?
Yes,
Payday, Kathy.
Huh?
When's payday?
It's payday, yeah. Staff is having a hard time.
Sign my check.
Just sign your check now. Yeah, we really liked her yarn. Her name's Fangirl. It's Keenan. It was Kenny Yarn. Kenny Yarn. But anyway, her name's Fangirl now, and we're excited to have her product. So she's up in Michigan, so she's not too far from us. And it's going to be one of a kind. You're not going to see this again. So come get it. Balloon for you. Balloon for you. Okay.
Don't do nothing with it
Do
yet.
we have to introduce anything here?
You better tell
Yeah.
Better tell them what we're doing.
What are we doing?
Okay, here we go.
You're doing something.
I'm already
She's
recording.
getting it ready.
I'm
No, I
already
told her she couldn't.
recording.
She's already.
I couldn't get it ready.
Okay, so if you watch the beginning of the video, we were blowing up a balloon to put in our beach ball, and the beach. I'm telling you, this beach ball thing is just blown up. We're having way too much fun. Blown up. Get it? It's blown up. Oh my gosh, I killed myself. So we decided we needed to have a contest, and this is for a fat quarter because everything is solved by a fat quarter. So Deborah, if you talk to our orders department, you know Deborah's in our orders department. This is Deborah, and this is Nancy. She does inventory and she does all kinds of things. So you guys know Nancy. Oh, she's like,
I don't get out of the back much. Look at Peter.
she's gonna make that balloon so it won't even. Okay, so whoever can blow the balloon up first, and to big enough size. Oh, ruler. So they're 12-inch balloons. Let's say I'm gonna give if they can just get it blown up to 8 inches because they're old ladies.
Oh, they wouldn't even pay attention.
They weren't even paying attention to me.
What?
You just have to get it. It's a 12-inch balloon, so if you can blow it up to at least an 8-inch diameter, then it will count it. And whoever gets there first gets a, or maybe we'll go 6-inch diameter. It's a.
Oh, come on, go 8.
Okay, we'll go
Come
8.
on.
It's all
Can I
right.
just hand it to you? No.
All right, ready? Okay, are we ready?
Gosh.
Here we go. Well, he's got now face the camera. This is like little kids doing a video. All right, here we go. Ready, set, go.
Mine's got a hole in it.
No.
It does, right there.
I think she wins then.
Nuh-uh.
She's there.
That's not fair.
Okay, here's
I
the
get a
idea.
fat quarter too.
I got it. Okay, this is like the Oprah show or the Ellen show. You get a fat quarter and you get a fat quarter. And those of you watching the video, if you talk about this in the store, you get a fat quarter. How fun is that?
Did you really have a hole in your balloon?
Oh, right there. Look at that.
Dude.
There is a hole.
Terrible. Who would do such a thing?
Wait, there's
Did
really
you
a hole.
put a hole in my
There's really a hole.
balloon?
What? That's not very nice.
No, Peter did it, didn't he?
I can't say.
No, no.
Oh, I was sabotaged.
You better say I didn't do it.
That's true.
You got a fat quarter. All right.
The tape
Do you want the tape?
The tape won't work.
All right. See, this is what we do in here because we're silly and fun. All right.
Now
Oh,
we
hey, I
gotta-
got to announce the winner. Where'd I put the?
Now we gotta figure out a fat quarter.
I don't know.
Fat quarter.
Pick our
Let's
fat
go
quarter.
pick a fat.
Oh, good heavens. Okay, so the winner. Let's go over here. Let's stand over here. Come on over here. Let me show you some things. Before I announce the winner, because you got to drag it out a little bit. We showed you this in a box opening. So you've seen this, I think a couple weeks ago, we did a box opening of this Barocco, or did we just show this one? No, this is
Last week's box
This is
opening.
last week's box opening. So it's out. There's the pattern books. There's the yarn. It's stunning. This just came in. You know, we've been working with the Wonderland company, and this is Wonderland yarns. So we got some more new yarn in. And they're marketing this as a cowl kit. And Jessica, who's in our yarn department quite often, wisely said, oh, you know what? You could not just use it for a cowl. You could use it for socks, the body of the sock and the toes, or vice versa. You would get probably 4 pair of socks if you did that, I would guess, rather than just 1 pair. But these are paired beautifully. The colors, again, it's a kit, so they've done the smart part of matching the colors for you, and they're going to really blend beautifully. So there's just a little blend of those. Look at that. Oh. Okay, Peter, that's purple.
That's my
I
favorite.
know that's going to sing to you. So those, don't let those get away from you. And then the box opening that you just saw of some other new Keenan yarn. Lovely story about why her company is named that. So Keenan yarn is also new, and it's on a display table in the back area. So be sure you take a peek at that new yarn. And then we told you we were going to pick a winner, and it's from this this Barocco box opening that we did. And this is actually, this yarn down here was the customer's choice. This is called Misty. What's this called? Yeah, Mystico. Mystico is the name of the, it's from the Barocco company. It's called Mystico. Comes in some lovely colors. And the winner is Soul Girl Bruck 8458. So that's what her name is on YouTube. I don't have an email or phone number or any way to reach you. So when you watch this video, you need to email orders, ORDERS, at alwaysinstitches1.com and say, I'm the winner. I need to come pick this up. If you're not here, we can ship it to you. But congratulations. You got a skein of the Mystico yarn. And we look forward to giving more things away, like apparently fat quarters, if you remember to mention the balloon contest. So that's it for this Thursday's What's New. I hope you're having a super stitchy day wherever you are. And just stay with us. We'll be back next week too. Bye-bye.